Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Baldur Gate 3. Well, last time, I read the Book of Evil Screaming Torment, and I'm gonna be honest, that went better than I was expecting. Because, you see, Arya is now in possession of forbidden knowledge, giving me bonuses to every ability check and every wisdom saving throw, which, let's be honest, is pretty much every saving throw, so, oh yeah. I am very happy that I read the evil secret book of Screaming and Pain. And as for today, yeah, I think it's time to pay attention to the road covered in giblets of blood just over the bridge there, because, can't but notice, that's the road that leads in the direction of Karlach. So, yeah, I think poor Will has been waiting long enough. Let's go and have a chat to the demon he's hunting down. So, back to camp nice and quick while we're passing by. Obviously, just go give Scratch a pat.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I just want you to know, by the way, if anyone at any point does anything to this dog, I am going to burn that person to the ground. I'm going to burn their loved ones to the ground. I will burn whatever society they come from to the ground. Nobody causes Scratch any trouble going forward, okay? Scratch is cooking sacrosanct. But yes, as I was saying, let's get Will back on board. And yeah, I think for now, you can replace Shadowheart. We'll stick with Lae'zel and Gale. And step 1, do not forget to, yes, when you recruit him after a long rest, to put his armor on him, together with summoning his Mega Sword of Doom. There we go, much better. And as a result, yes, 3/4 of my team has AC of 16. That's pretty bloody good, actually, yes. So, back to where we were, let's keep on keeping on, because I suspect once we get closer to all that blood and whatnot, yeah, we may be able to start figuring out precisely what it is that happened on the roads. It also concerns me the game just dropped an autosave just before we got to the bridge. We can make that jump, right? Yeah, we should be able to make that jump. So, okay. I'm guessing there's something waiting for me. Oh.
Something over there.
Never mind, that's just a dirt pile. That's a free loot and no problem there whatsoever. So, okay, just dig that up. Help myself to a few bits and pieces. Lovely. There is just a lot of treasure buried out in the world here. Including, ooh, bronze goblets, more thieves' tools, etc., etc. So, okay. I don't really need to worry about, yes, not being as good at lockpicking as Astarion is. Because even if I break a few thieves' tools, I've got like 10 of them right now.
You've a particular way with words, Gale. Perhaps oration suits you more than battle.
They're not mutually exclusive. The weave is served best with a dash of eloquence.
I'm gonna be honest, by the way, it's really rather nice not having Shadowheart with me, because whenever Shadowheart's here, her and Lae'zel just yell at each other. But now Shadowheart's not here, you know, Lae'zel and Gale are just getting on just fine. The team is just being much more chill with each other. Well, nothing more around that corner as far as I can see, so yeah, just get to the end, and be ready for trouble. Because seriously, why did the game just drop an autosave?
You strike me as cleverer than most, Sticky Gale. Multiple tutors, I should guess.
Many a wise man and woman indeed. Waterdeep is the home of myriad scholars.
Okay, possibly Lae'zel kind of fancies Gale, actually, because, you know, twice in about 10 meters, she's just started praising the lad, though. Gale, are you okay? Oh. That hunger has started kicking in. Have I still got that ring for you, buddy? No, sorry, a locket. But yes, this feels like, you know, a pretty useless thing, all things considered. Like, I do not need a Dancing Lights cantrip amulet. That's fine. You can have that, Gale. Don't you worry about it. Oh, though just before we hand it over, yes, just to confirm, I'm guessing anything I give you will be completely destroyed, right?
I will consume the magic inside. What was a powerful artifact will be rendered no more than a trinket. But it will save my life. Even if only temporarily.
Right, so the base item might remain, but it will have lost the enchantment, so here you go, Gale. No problem at all, good sir. I'm kind of hoping a really rubbish uncommon item will do the job, though I'm curious if, yes, maybe giving him better stuff might lead to better results, but... Okay, we'll see what he says about this. If he sounds unimpressed, that might mean, yeah, going forward, we want to give him something better.
Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
Okay, you've definitely got something weird going on inside you, and now I've helped you out and sacrificed a magical item, are you maybe willing to open up a bit more about precisely what's going on here?
Grateful as I am, the course of our camaraderie is much better served by not taking that particular detour. Not just yet. Sincerely, though. I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
You see, I appreciate, just like Shadowheart, he's being cagey, but I'm way more willing to tolerate it with Gale, because he just phrases his refusal to answer questions way more eloquently. So, okay, fair enough. Let's crack on. We'll get back to that later.
My lady, I bow to your boundless kindness.
You see, like that, right there, me and Gale are absolutely fine with each other. He can be as cagey as he wants, as long as he keeps being bloody charming, so, okay. We have now reached the blood, though not just blood, also, right, mud on the road too. Be careful of that. Getting covered in mud is bad. I've had that happen once before, and it's a really bad debuff. So, okay, loot all the things, send all the apples to camp, etc., etc. We've also got, yeah, people, though. Not just people. There's some sort of animal on the road as well. So, hello there, hyena friend. Let's me and you have a nice chat.
The creature's eyes roll back in its head, equal parts bliss and agony. She'd eaten, feasted, and yet, looking into her eyes, you can see it wasn't enough. She's still hungry.
Come, see, my flesh becomes new flesh.
You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. You watch with cold realization. This isn't the end of one life, but the start of another. Gnolls, vicious, monstrous humanoids can spawn from the corpses of dying hyenas.
Okay. This is not what I was expecting, but apparently we've got a, problem. These aren't just hyenas. They contain, I don't know, some sort of monstrous humanoid. And if that's about to happen, I feel like we might want to, like, stop it happening, potentially. So, right, let's just launch a melee attack right now, which is... I've got a thing. Is that my forbidden knowledge, which for some reason hasn't properly loaded in or whatnot? I don't know. I've got a mysterious +1. But yes, you're bloated and on the ground. So yes, you're easy to hit, hence advantage. Dexterity, melee weapon proficiency. It's not great, but it could be a lot worse. So yeah, with my various benefits, including my mysterious +1 and possibly a forbidden knowledge, yeah, we could take you out before you spawn... whatever precisely a Gnoll is in this universe.
You land a swift strike against her skull. She yelps, then goes still. As the life fades from her eyes, the Gnoll within her dies too, stillborn.
And, oh, hang on, that's right, we've got problems, though. We do have problems. Which is the rest of them are still down on the ground, and... we've also got to you. Okay, why are you going up in... right. By any chance, are you guys Gnolls? I feel like possibly Karlach wasn't actually to blame for this blood trail. And I'd like to apologise to her when we run into her, because I was kind of assuming that was, yes, what was going on, though. Are you running to snitch on me right now? Okay, we might need to do something about that. The bigger problem is, though, we've also got more bloated hyenas down on the ground. So, yeah, because they're bloated, they can't do anything. But in 2 turns, right, one of those creatures up top is about to spawn in. And they are not nothing, although admittedly that's a level 4 one. I'm guessing the newborns would be a lower level. So, right. In either case, we don't really want that to happen. So you need to go down, and so do these individuals. Oh, and I tell you what, I've got a good solution here, which is if you're running to snitch to your parents, Gale, you've got sleep. So, right, I can basically just knock you out right now. It only lasts for 2 turns, and it can only be done up to a certain number of hit points. But yeah, for just removing a couple of enemies from the fight, that would be okay. And yeah, I can't do it to more than 1. But just stopping you from running up here might be a good idea. Let's pace this fight. No reason to, yeah, let it get out of hand by bringing in reinforcements when there might be new ones about to be born down here. So, okay. You do that right now, and you're now asleep for 2 turns. If you get hit, you wake up. But yeah, it's keeping you from causing trouble for the time being. And when we do get round to attacking you, we'll have advantage. So, okay. Everyone's down the ground. Right now, no one's really doing anything. However, very soon, they're going to start waking up, bursting into monsters, etc., etc. So probably best we, like, do something about that. So yeah, step 1, 3 of these to deal with immediately. I'm now dual wielding, so yeah, we could do 1 basic attack for, yeah, that was 7 damage, not bad. And I could do a follow-up attack, which is less powerful, but still, it's better than nothing, and that was not bad at all. So that one is nearly dead, and based on what we saw here, if you die, the creature doesn't get born. So, right. Have you guys have both done everything you can do? Yes, because Gale can't do much with his bonus action, unfortunately. And also, I kind of forgot to, yes, use arcane recovery charges to give Gale his flipping spell slots back. Which is a problem because you kind of burnt them all against the spiders, so... right, you don't have many level 1 spells, do you? It's kind of level 2 or sleep. That's about it in terms of damage, so... right. End your turns there. You guys aren't doing anything. So we just need to, yeah, get over here and deal with this problem. Just a charge forward and Eldritch Blast. That's pretty bloody powerful. So yeah, getting over there. 10 damage, not bad at all. And as for bonus, yeah, you do have something, but you can't get there to do anything with it. So, end your turn. You guys are still just doing your business. Presumably this is still, yeah, the first turn right here. Though, gosh darn it, Lae'zel is very far back. So she also can't do much right now. So, okay. We're just going to have to do a basic ranged attack. We haven't got much done in this first turn, though. John, there's one right here that's not dead yet. So, right, maybe just, like, finish you off. That's fine. So, right, bare minimum, you're down. And that is the end of the first turn, because with your bonus action, you've got no ranged options. But now everyone's in a much better position going into the next turn. So, right, get forward, start stabbing everybody. Yeah, just get over here. 1 basic attack, 1 follow-up attack. Hopefully, we could bring these guys down before anything happens. So, yeah, we're under control for now. I feel like stepping in and stopping that first Gnoll from being born right at the start of the fight has probably helped us a lot here. Now, over to Gale, who can toss 1 firebolt at you. And 10 damage. Not bad at all. So, right. Keep on keeping on. Next up, we've now got, yeah, Lae'zel available immediately. And I would like you to go down. Has anyone else actually got, yeah, any more actions? I don't know, so I'm going to, yes, go for the big hit here. The fainting attack. If we're lucky, this will be a one-hit kill right there. And bloody hell, that was more than enough. Okay. You guys have been dealt with, and you guys don't know I'm here yet. Okay. Honestly, I think, yeah, I'm fine with that for now. And potentially, we might need to follow this blood trail to, yeah, the source of the slaughter, though. No. No, no, no. You guys just stay way up there. But for the time being, yeah, they're not even close to detecting me. So, yeah, we'll go deal with the Gnoll problem later. If I just got this slope, I'm going to be, yeah, going uphill against them. High ground is not something you really want to be attacking into. I'd rather find another way round and then cover them from above. So don't worry about them for now. Stay focused on, well, one, the corpses. We do enjoy a bit of looting after all. And okay, hyenas have ears on them, and I can potentially use those to make potions of speed. That's like a bonus action. So, okay. Keep an eye on alchemy, John. Alchemy might be useful down the line. Oh, and possibly this was, yes, a convoy of, like, missionaries for the Church of Ogmar. Apparently there was recently a big dramatic event called the Second Sundering, where gods fell and rose, lost continents reappeared, the very weave shook, etc., etc. Not 100% sure what the Second Sundering was. That's the first time I've ever seen it mentioned, though, yes, gods fell and rose again. Gods in this universe can die and come back. Highly suspicious withers were somehow affected by this Second Sundering thing. If that comes up again, yeah, remember that. Ah, though speaking of which, hang on. There's something orange and important on one of these corpses. Deliver the chest to me unopened. Read the first sentence again. Open it, I will know because you will be dead. This is not a threat, this is what will happen if you open the chest. NF. NF doesn't ring a bell, so yes, we'll definitely have that, though I was about to say, I didn't actually see any sign of a chest, and that is... Oh! Right, there's a proper Gnoll right there, so... right, is Gnoll just a fancy D&D way of saying werewolf? Because you look kind of werewolfy, buddy. Yes, you look very werewolfy, in fact. And yeah, generic camp supplies, a bit of food, etc., etc. No sign of a chest, so, right. I'm guessing potentially, yeah, follow the blood trail. That might lead us to other corpses that were part of this convoy, and eventually, oh yeah, that's what we'll be doing there. So, don't get distracted. Just for once, do not get distracted, though there is also a path down to the bottom over here, so, okay. It's possible, unlikely, but possible, the chest is just down here. If it's just down here, that would be a nice easy grab, so we may as well go and get it. And no, handful of wooden crates, but, oh, I tell you what, that's a proper scroll right there. Either teach to Gale or sell it or whatnot. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything else good down here. Oh, but hello, Sexy. Just up the river a bit, there's a skeleton hidden in this bush. So, yeah, one silver necklace, but more importantly, the smuggler's ring. Stealth up and sleight of hand up, but charisma down. So, okay, I think we know who's getting that. Astarion, you, sir, are gonna love that thing. So, okay, no magical chest downer here, but bare minimum, yeah, that's a decent find. Back up to the top road in that case. So, okay, just a slightly further along the road here. If I was to turn back on myself and go in this direction, yeah, that's how we get on the high ground above the Gnoll. So, that's how we do that. However, I cannot but notice that, yes, we've got something right here, which is a very large number of dead Gnolls. Someone has been doing a good job at dealing with these guys, so, okay. I'm going to work under the assumption that you guys are friendly. After all, you've been taking out the local Gnoll population, and they are clearly not friendly, so, okay. Might be able to do a little bit of buying or selling or whatnot here, though admittedly, it's not looking bustling or anything.
Can a squiddy go solo, Lae'zel? You know, break free of their master.
Renegades are rare, but not unheard of. A geich gone astray is no less dangerous for it, and its head no less valuable.
And that's a very interesting thing that just came up between Will and Lae'zel there. So okay, not all mind flayers are part of, like, one big old hive mind. Some of them might be independent in some capacity, so, right. That suggests it's possible we might be able to run into, like, you know, a free-thinking, friendly one we can actually negotiate with down the line. So, right. Keep on keeping on. Loot all of the corpses. Help myself to... Oh! That one had 2 ears on him! Yes, for some reason most of them have only 1 ear. Which feels weird. Like, ears are not difficult to find. Especially when you're like a werewolf creature. And they, like, stick out and whatnot. But... oh dear. Possibly it didn't go entirely the way of the humans. There are also, like, bones that appear to be consistent with... yeah, people here. I might be walking into even more nastiness, actually. Everybody just get ready in case there's... uh-oh. It's another cocking autosave. I never trust an autosave. Yeah, I kind of just assumed this was a small local issue, but it kind of feels like there's a lot of gnolls, and they've killed a lot of people. So, right. Let's just... oh, there's so much blood here. And so many bones. Okay. Crack open the doors, but... never mind, you barricaded the doors. That's sensible. This place might have been, like, under siege. Though... oh! Okay, people! That's good! You're not monsters! Hello! Lovely to meet you! Can you tell me, like, what's going on with these gnolls outside or something?
Who's there? Please, keep your distance. You're welcome to shelter here, but we've grave injuries to tend to.
And okay, I'm guessing a yes, given the state outside, you've been dealing with the Gnoll issues.
A devil, the most deadly foe we've yet encountered. We are paladins of Tyr, Lord of Justice. He sent us after an infernal being, straight out of the Nine Hells, hiding in the form of a one-horned tiefling.
One horn? Then you mean Karlach, Archdevil's bootlicker.
You know her, which means you know what the Fiend is capable of. She slaughtered countless refugees fleeing the Absolute. Yesterday, she butchered an entire family without mercy. We were lucky to survive our encounter with her.
This could be the work of a devil, but they collect souls through cunning, not carnage.
And okay, apparently this will be, yes, unusual behaviour. Like we've seen previously with our chat with Raphael, or like how warlocks work in general. Yeah, devils do deals in this universe. The idea of just slaughtering to gain a blood tribute isn't really a thing, apparently. So, okay. Let's call them out on that exact point and say, this feels weird.
Indeed. She's a uniquely vicious case. All the more reason she must be stopped.
Are you, like, 100% sure it was her, and you're not getting confused with the gnolls outside? Because there are so many gnoll corpses outside, and also general chaos caused by gnolls. I just passed some. I feel like she's being set up here in some capacity. Like, for some reason, someone's framing her for what the gnolls did. I'm pretty sure that family, it was the gnolls that did it. So, okay. I'm gonna stay neutral and just ask where she is, though I'm pretty sure she's barely round the corner, because, yeah, we've already got a quest marker from Well.
She ran toward the river when she saw we were merely wounded, not dead. Down the hill from here. She must pay for her crimes. If you capture her, you will have served Tyr where we could not. This is the sword of justice, blessed by Tyr. I've wielded it since I swore my oath. It's all I have, but it's yours if you stop her. Bring me her head, and Tyr will consider her crimes repaid.
Okay. Now, I was about to say, let's go down and chat to Karlach in order to get her side of the story, because I'm guessing it's a very different story. But he's offering me a big enchanted sword. Just out of interest, how big and how enchanted? Because that does make a difference. But okay, let's just have a bit of a poke around here, see if maybe we can find any evidence that, yeah, say the wounds of your injured are more consistent with gnolls than with, like, a tiefling or whatnot. So, okay, this will be, aha, spot on. We have got ourselves one person down on the ground right now. He's got nothing on him but one potato. I'll be having that potato, actually. Lovely. I mean, then again, I was assuming there was something dodgy going on here. But if there was, presumably there would have been, I don't know, some sort of perception check, insight check, investigation check. As far as I'm aware, nothing's happened yet. No one's rolled anything. So, I would suggest maybe these guys are legit, or bare minimum, think they're legit. Oh, but far more importantly than anything else, I've just found an instrument. It has taken me a long cocky time, but we've got a new instrument and, okay. This one is kind of perfect because as many people spotted right from the start of our adventure, and I cocky didn't, the instrument I should have chosen was obviously the lyre. Because my entire character is built around being a deceiving con artist. So the weapon being a liar would have been a really good pun that I completely cocking missed. But we can finally put that cocking right. So okay, how about a quick rendition of Old Time Battles? So that is much, much better than just a drum. Did they all run over to tell me how good I am at performing? Because my performance was just successful. Okay, well, this is just lovely. You know what? Fair enough. The fact you just came over and said, hey, you're really good with that instrument, that makes me way more inclined to kill Karlach for you. They even just applauded and they tossed some gold to the ground. They just gave me free money.
Never a dull
Okay,
moment.
so apparently you can make money just busking with your instrument in this game. Well, that's bloody delightful. Oh, and hello, sexy. In a box here, we've got, yes, like a big warhammer thing or something. 2d6, presumably plus strength, so, yeah, that's as good as Lae'zel's current giant sword. And on top of that, even if you miss, you do 1 damage anyway. Together with Backbreaker, for, yes, maybe knocking the enemy prone with an action, or Concussive Smash, so possibly daze your opponent. Hang on, what is daze? Right, no reactions and no dexterity bonus on armor, disadvantage on wisdom saving throws. Okay, but not spectacular. The problem we've got here is, yeah, I don't like those abilities as much as the sword. So even though you would get 1 damage as like a consolation prize, even if you miss, I think I'm going to stick with, yeah, the great sword. I just like the abilities you get better. Okay, but here's interesting. I was just poking around because I still feel like there's something suspicious going on here. And yes, I think Lae'zel just passed a perception check pointing out a smaller burrow hole right here.
I'm way too big.
Now, yeah, none of us are going to be able to fit through it. However, Gale, old buddy, old pal, is there any chance you could... Hang on, why can't you... No, we've got to take a short rest before you can summon... Wait, hang on, that's a ritual spell. I thought the entire point of ritual spells was you could, like, use them over and over as much as you want, but... Okay, possibly I misunderstood something there. Then what I will do is use the arcane recovery charge. Absolutely. So, yeah. I could get myself 1 level 2 spell back. Probably a good idea. Yes. You do that. Lovely. And because it was level 2, that ate both charges. So, yeah. You only get a little bit back while you're not the highest level. Still, under the circumstances, I will take a short rest because... Okay. I've got a plan here. This might be a terrible plan, but... Okay. What if I was to summon a small creature, like presumably the smallest one going? Say, a rat. A rat might be good. Summon a rat, please. That feels like the smallest one going. Like, that's really small. Rat, are you allowed to go into this? Okay. Now, where the cock have I just got myself here? Wait, what's the intended way to get into this structure? Vault door. Apparently, there's a vault somewhere. Now, that is very interesting. Can you loot, by the way? No. Rats don't loot. And also can't open iron gates. But okay, hang on. Now I know this is here. Guys, I think you've got a vault under your, like, inn or whatnot. So how the cock do we get down to that? Oh, there's literally a trapdoor in the front room. I just didn't notice it. Right, you know what? That's my bad. Sorry, that one's on me. So, okay. We have now got ourselves a dead toll collector. The fact you're inside this structure is somewhat suspicious. Like, you know, outside I'd blame the gnolls. Inside I feel like something dodgy's going on. Still, nothing that seems particularly relevant as far as I can see. Aside from, okay. Possibly this was the arrival of the gnolls right here. At the start of Uktar, which is presumably a month. Still, stay focused, John. Let's see if we can... Oh! Lock-picking impossible. Okay. Does that mean there's literally... Well, there's clearly a keyhole, but... For some reason... Yeah, that's locked. But we cannot lockpick it. Let's try attacking it. That works on, like, a wall, though... medium toughness. So, okay. If I could do 22 damage, I could break this open. And gosh darn it, even that bomb I've got is, yes, not good enough to do that. It's just shy. Those are some tough doors. Okay, I'm determined to solve this mystery now, so... deploy Gale and his pet rat, Mr. Whiskers, back to, yes, this side of the door. Because what we're looking for really is, yeah, maybe a switch or something we could use. Though, I was kind of hoping he could maybe just open it from this side. But no. There is an iron torch here. But yeah, that's not a switch. Oh, but here's interesting. He may not be able to open the door, but he can jump through the bars because he's so small. Okay, this game is just the best game ever. Right. That gets us into room number 2. Can the rat read by any chance? I'd like my rat to read. No, the rat can't read. Dear oh flipping dear. Okay, nothing in there as far as I can see, but plan B. That toll collector who was right outside the locked door. Spectacular. You, sir, can be spoken to. So, right. Why were you in the basement, good sir?
Hiding. Frightened.
But yes, what of, precisely? Karlach or gnolls?
Goblins. Laughing. Cutting.
Never mind, there are also goblins around here.
Gods abandoned me and Vance.
And okay, nothing useful yet.
Toll collector, Martin.
And right, unfortunately that's all we could get out of you. No, I think we're going to be needing to find a physical key. Ah, but hang on. Stepping outside for a second, I was just about to say, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's got to be Karlach right over there, just looking at the minimap. There's another dead toll collector right here. That might be the vault where you kept all of the toll money. And if so, there might be a lot of cash in there. So, okay, buddy, where's the cocky key? Though step 1, yeah. How did you die, good sir?
Jumped. To escape. Broken.
Bit on the vague side, but possibly, yes, just an accident or something. Jess, your valuables.
Gold. Basement. Locked.
Jess, I know about the basement. Where's the cocky key?
I fell. Dropped key.
Right, corpses. They're not always that bloody helpful. So, it's somewhere round here. But yes, corpses are always so bloody vague. Okay, left old friend, don't let me down. The key's probably around here somewhere. If, yeah, he fell to his death from up here. And yeah, died right here. Can't be that bloody far. Oh, well, bare minimum, I found, yes, a sigil right here outside, so that's a good starting point at least. Oh, and there we flipping go. And John, once again, apply common sense. If he's here, and he dropped the key, having fallen from up here, obviously here was the logical starting point. So, right. We've got the bloody key.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
So, right. We've got the door open at this point. Just be careful because I do enjoy how apparently I don't know that that's a trap. Like, you know, the idea that the identical thing to the traps we've already seen might be a trap just does not occur for some reason. But yeah, once you've identified a trap, you'll never step on it. That's good. So yeah, bare minimum. You start cracking open a few. Bloody hell, that's a good amount of gold. And holy water too. Right, if Karlach's a fiend, that might be of use. Now as for, yes, the final room behind the second iron gate, just avoid, yeah, the traps once again. Honestly, nothing of note aside from, yes, one potion of invisibility. Which is weird, because invisibility doesn't appear to help with, like, sneak checks or anything. It's just tied to, yeah, having advantage on attack rolls. I do find it weird that invisibility appears to have nothing to do with sneaking. Well, bare minimum, we're now swimming in, yeah, money and holy water too. Spot on, though. Right, now I've got, yes, Speak to Dead available on Recast. Corpses I can use it on are highlighted. So, okay, you good sir, let's just verify that your story links up with these guys.
Infernal servant. So long I've forgotten. Why?
Okay. He just identified himself as an infernal servant. Possibly you work for Karlach? Hang on, what's going on here?
Zariel's brute destroyed me.
Right. Definitely killed by Karlach, but that doesn't mean it wasn't in self-defense. And yeah, as for the gnolls outside, how did they end up dead?
The pact. Power.
Oh, right! When he says infernal servant... Right, he's just a warlock, that's fine, that's just a class that, you know, 1 in 12 people have, that's a-okay. Though, apparently, yes, it's deemed, like, unusual or worthy of notes.
Fallen. Lady Zariel.
Right, so this guy was a warlock, and his chosen patron was Zariel. I'm pretty sure I'm a Zariel tiefling, aren't I? Yes, there we go, that's me, so, okay, lovely to meet you, good sir. So, okay, it's now time for me, Will, Lae'zel, Gale, and Mr. Whiskers to go and confront this Karlach, but, as I say, we're going to get her side of the story first, and there you go. That's you right over there. So, level 3, Zariel Tiefling, and not bad if it comes to a fight. Currently running hot. Furnaces of flames that crackle within your... Ooh! Infernal engines! They use soul coins to operate, so... Okay, I'm suddenly immediately curious where you insert the soul coin precisely, but... Okay, let's not worry about that for the time being. But yeah, in a straight-up fight, all of us versus her, that doesn't feel like that's going to be a problem. The issue might be, yeah, we might not be able to engage with you in terms of dialogue if you're currently, like, running hot because something's gone wrong with, like, I don't know, whatever an infernal engine is precisely. But we're going to give it a go, okay? Because I feel like, 1, you're being framed for a very large number of murders that Gnolls did. 2, potentially, yes, you're acting in self-defense. If it comes to, yes, a choice between Will and Karlach, gonna be honest, Will, we do have a slight issue on our team, which is Lae'zel's our only frontliner, and I can't help but notice that Karlach appears to also have strength and a giant axe. So, yeah, I've got bad news for you, Will. Don't push it, because we could do without you, but I feel like she would be an amazing addition. But okay, I am, you know, a lovely, sexy bard and whatnot. We can sort this out without violence. Possibly.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
So, okay. Bare minimum, we're not dealing with a mistaken identity here. Both of them have acknowledged they recognise the other. So, okay. Let's not, like, you know, talk about fighting or dying or whatnot. We need to open a dialogue and get your side of the story. Because I think you're being blamed for a lot of murders you didn't do. Aside from possibly that refugee up in the house. But yes, that might have been self-defense.
Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
No. It sounds like she was a conscript who ran away as soon as she could. And we literally just saw that she took on actual Zariel demons to do so. So, okay. Well, I need you to stand down. We literally all just had a psychic vision of her, like, not being on Zariel's side. So, it's time to de-escalate the situation, though I do have several follow-up questions about, yes, how many murders you may or may not have done since you got back to this plane of reality. Because there is a lot of blood down here next to the river as well.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
And okay, you saw her thoughts. She poses no danger. Just present him with, yes, the evidence that he literally saw in his own head.
You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are...
I'm gonna be honest, that was much easier to de-escalate than I thought it was gonna be. Like, I was assuming it was gonna be a series of very difficult checks, which if they went wrong, yeah, we'd have had to choose one or the other. But okay, Will was just ready to let this one go. So okay, I'm Arya, lovely to meet you, we're gonna be friends.
Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. Turns out, I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going.
Right. Now that does stack up with, that refugee we spoke to using a speak to dead, because he did identify he was an infernal subject working for Zariel, so that stacks up. And I didn't realise that was suspicious, because I just thought that was a warlock thing, but possibly not so much, so... right. I am a tiny bit suspicious that despite claiming you're, like, lovely and chill, and friendly and whatnot, you immediately want me to start murdering people, but... yeah, how would you respond to precisely that?
Don't worry, I'll lead the charge. But I could use your help. There's a lot of them and only one of me. After that, we can team up. Take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
A warrior who winks at her foes while she slays them. You'd be a fool to refuse her.
You know what? If Lae'zel trusts her, I trust her. Lae'zel, I think, is generally on the right side of things, so... okay. I say, let's flippin' do it.
Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them.
So, okay. If you're our new frontliner... yeah, who do we want to... oh, you know what, actually? Given Will's business is apparently done for the time being, and he is very happy to just let things go... yeah, Will, you go back to camp. Karlach, you could come and join us. Because then, we can figure out what your role is, while still having an experienced frontliner and an experienced magic user in the party. So, alright, we have got ourselves a Karlach, and obviously, she starts off at, I'm guessing, level 1. So, right, let's figure out what you are precisely. The answer is... barbarian! Lovely! So, right, like me, she's a Zariel tiefling, so resistant to fire. But presumably, yes, as a barbarian, if she doesn't wear any armour, she gets to add Constitution to armour class. So yeah, right now she is indeed wearing clothing, and that means AC is 13 even so. Oh, and she starts off with a 1d12 Great Axe. Now that is sexy. And as for her primary ability, right, that would appear to be Rage, controlled by Rage Charges. So, okay. Deal extra damage with melee and improvised weapons, and also throwing. So, that's for 10 turns, but you've got to keep attacking. Though it does say attack, not hit, so presumably, yes, missing can't knock you out of rage. Still, let's get you up to level 3, because, we need to get that done so you've got some more health and whatnot. So, yes, additional health right there. On top of that, you've got advantage on dexterity saving throws against traps. Slightly weird, but fine, useful for exploring, I guess. And on top of that, a new action. Reckless attack. So, right. 4 to 15 damage, which is just her weapon damage, so fine, it's a regular attack. But on top of that, you get advantage on your attack rolls, but enemies get the same against you. Oh, that's adorable, I love it. So, okay, barbarians, as it turns out, not complicated, because we're already done with level 2, ready to move on to level 3. Though, speaking of which, oh, bloody hell, now I need to choose a subclass, like, immediately. So, more health, together with more rage charges, lovely. But I'm guessing, yes, need to pick a subclass. I've not even had one fight with you, and I need to pick a cocking subclass. So, right. Berserker. Presumably, that's like specialising in rage or something. Frenzied strike, enraged throw. So, right, as a bonus action, make a melee attack with an equipped weapon. So, right, basically, you get 2 attacks in 1 turn. I mean, that's not bad straight away at level 3. Then there's Giant, in evoking elemental might and drawing strength from primal forces. So, right, carrying capacity goes up, it doesn't seem that important. Giant's Rage. Enter Rage, but also, oh, you get built-in enlarge. That same thing that, yes, Gale can do. And your rage damage bonus is doubled on throw attacks. So you can just start, like, tossing stuff around, and it does loads of damage. I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of hilarious. That's gonna be hard to beat. Alternatively, Wild Heart. Pick a bestial heart and also get speak with animals. So right, these are like... okay, individual passive features you could give yourself. And finally, Wild Magic. So yeah, if I want you to be more sorcery-ish. So, yeah. Then, basically, you gain Wild Magic Rage, causing... oh, it's Chaos Magic! Okay, we've probably got enough Wild Magic on the team already, that's fine. I'm gonna take a Giant for now, because that sounds hilarious, but it's possible we will, like, you know, re-roll her and try out the others as well. Because Wild Heart does sound good, there's a lot of interesting stuff in the bestial hearts, but yeah, we'll start with Giant, because just being able to grow massive is too hilarious to turn down. Also, for added ballsiness points, just out of interest, what happens if, yes, you literally make Karlach lead the party as you step inside and say hello to this person? Hello there, Anders.
Karlach, there you are.
Greetings, motherfucker. Ready to die?
That's right, Karlach. So now is in the hells. I could see why her ladyship wants a murderous brute like you back.
Her ladyship? Zariel really has you under her thumb, doesn't she? Pathetic.
Rage all you want, Karlach. Burn with the might of the hells. Zariel will find you, and she will bring you back in pieces. Then again, maybe she'll just leave you here, far from home, with an infernal engine for a heart, slowly burning you to ash from the inside.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now, and I'm never going back!
Right, so as it turns out, yes, we've got... oh. Okay, immediately I'm being fired upon, but if I use Tides of Chaos, then I get to avoid that. Okay, hang on. Did I just completely avoid it? I think I just partially avoided damage. So, okay. They've got an archer. She's level 4. We've got you, level 5. And we've got, yes, what looks like a rogue in the back room. It's going to take you a moment to join the fight. So, okay. First up, we've actually got, yeah, Karlach, though Gale and Arya can get involved too. Logically, the best thing we could do is, yeah, activate Rage Mode. So, activate Giant Mode! There we go. Bare minimum, she's now going to be doing a lot more damage, one assumes. So, yeah, getting over here for 55% chance to hit. What else can we do here? Oh! Prepare. Sacrifice movement speed to deal additional slashing damage. Not bad at all. Alternatively, no, that's a ranged staff. There's a cleave. There's a lacerate. Decent amount of damage there. Main attack up to 17. Or reckless attack. So yeah, I gain advantage. But yeah, enemies would have advantage against me in return. You know what? Screw it. Let's give it a go. That's up to 80%. Just get in there, hit you, and that is 6 damage, and also the Hunter's Mark concentration is broken. Tiny bit bad on the damage roll there, but what can you do? Right, Gale, you're up next, and yeah, I would like this person to die. So let's just crack out, yeah, the Scorching Ray. And that is 55. You're 60%. So yeah, you're a little bit better at the old dodging, but let's just get you off the field if we can. So activate all of that and triple miss. Well cocky done, Gale. You know what? If you can, get up top. From the high ground, you'll be doing a better job. Over to Arya, who hopefully won't mess up quite so much. So it's going to take me a moment just to get into the bloody room, unfortunately. Okay. I'm gonna say, yeah, let's get some ice next to this guy's feet. 60% chance to hit is a terrible. Good. So, everyone is now a dog or a cat. This guy's now a cat. Also, hang on, who the cock was who again? Why do all the dogs have little packs on them? Gale's now a cat. What does that mean, precisely? So, right, can you do anything while you're a cat? I mean, bare minimum, it means this guy can't do anything, like, in his turn. So, that's positive. So, hang on, who's actually left on the field that's... There's only one person left on the field who's not a dog or a cat, and it's someone on their side. Oh, that could be really bad, actually. Everyone else is... No, wait! Mr. Nibbles! Mr. Nibbles isn't a dog or a cat, because Mr. Nibbles is a rat! No. Okay, what the cock do we do now, precisely? I guess end my turn, and also end my turn, and also end my turn, and then you've decided to jump, and then... Okay, so you had flipping... Oh! Did you just break Gale out of his thing? That's good. So, okay, I've got a cat here. Right, cats do have abilities, it's just I didn't have any actions to use them with. Okay, so what I want to do really is not break this guy out of, like, cat form, if we can avoid it. Instead, yes, use... Meow. Why have I not got it? Oh, there we go, there's claws. Yes, claw Arya in dog form to push her back into... Gosh darn it, dogs have got 5 hit points as opposed to cats 2. So, oh, well, this is just cocking ridiculous. Right, and Mr. Nibbles can't get that close to the situation we're in right now, so...
Victory awaits.
What the cock is going on? Right, end that turn. You're going to throw... Okay, well, bare minimum, you've just knocked all of us out of this form, so thank you for that, I guess. Right, go for, yeah, Trin here, because we want to keep this person as a cat for the rest of this turn, if we can. So, you're down to 2, but that doesn't really, like, do anything. So, right, then, never mind, you're a person and... Uh-oh. Okay, hang on, what the cock is happening? So, Gale's now down on the ground. Okay, not great in many ways. However, bare minimum, we do all appear to be human again. You might become human later. I could just get you up, but I'd need to sacrifice a turn to do so. I kind of need you guys to be... I feel like that dog and cat thing is going to cause trouble going forward. I need somebody to, like, you know, die who's on their team in a perfect world. You wearing armor, by the way, like... Oh, is that conductive armor? So shocking grass might do something. You know what? Crack out the good stuff. Legacy of Avernus, Searing Smite. That feels like on brand right now. So get over here, hit you, and... This fight is not going my way. Okay, bare minimum, let's just power up Karlach here with a bit of bardic inspiration and a bit of healing. So that's positive. Gale's dead for the time being. Okay, let's see if we can, yes, knock down you. Trip attack melee to Anders here. Get through the fire, and... Okay, we did some good damage, but he is not down on the ground. Do you have anything else you could do? Yes, you could go for a pommel strike. So, hit him with that. That's more damage, though once again, he saved the negative effects. I think it's time for an action surge. This is a good time for that. So, yeah, crack that open. And now, lacerate. 60%. Go for it. And beautiful. That might have just turned the tide in our favor a bit there. That's looking much better all of a sudden. So, right. You run in, and then... I think something just went very badly wrong. Like, she had many grenades, as it turns out, so... Use my bardic inspiration to do, like, something to, like, get the... Oh, cog, what's happening? I think we're in a... Oh, dear. Karlach, this hasn't gone well for you in many ways. I feel like we're about to die. Bare minimum, take this person down and, yes, activate reckless attack, though even with advantage you missed. You deserve to lose this fight right now, okay? You deserve that. Can we at least push him into, like, fire? I think there's fire over here. Give him a shove into the fire. I think he might genuinely die to fire right now, so... Okay, keep running. Karlach, this one's now up to you. There is no one else available. You just died. Brilliant, though. I think my entire team is also dead right now. And also, I've been held in place. And also, I'm now being shot and I can't do anything, so... Let's try that again. Okay, I've got a plan. Captain Grenades, who basically was the one who killed us, she hangs out in the side room and occasionally comes out onto the balcony. So I say, when she does, we jump her. Alright, we just hit her with everything immediately. So yeah, she comes out. I can have Arya and Gale up on the high ground, up that ladder, and Lae'zel and Karlach ready to jump out. So here we go. Spellcasters are up on the roof. Lovely. And my rat can also climb ladders. Amazing. And then Team B is ready to jump in too. Here we go. She's come outside. We're going into turn-based mode. Now we hit her with everything we've got. Okay, one decent orb, a 99% chance to hit. Here we go. And... Lovely. You've immediately drawn your weapon. That is fine. We've got plenty of people ready to go, though. Right, you are trying to run in, but it's going to take you time to get there. And you are going to, right. Try and hold me in place, but that is fine. Send everyone else in. I want you dead before you start flipping, tossing things at me. So, Karlach, over to you. I don't think you're going to be able to, sneak up, but bare minimum, even if you do get... Hiding was briefly successful, then we ran out of joy there, but that's fine. You're going to be last, unfortunately. Okay. Lae'zel, however, could definitely do some good work. So, yeah, I want you knocked down in a perfect world. Like, I think that's the right thing to do. So... Trip attack and melee. Absolutely. 96%. Sneak in. Hit you with that. And... Beautiful. You are now dead. So, okay. Captain Grenades is gone. That is very positive. Though officially right now, it is the turn of Mr. Nibbles. Right, Mr. Nibbles, you go down there and bite the archer. And the archer is officially infected. Disadvantage on Constitution saving throw. So, bare minimum, it's going to be much harder for you to, maintain concentration. That's good. Now, it is Arya's turn, so toss some Bardic Inspiration down onto Lae'zel. Beautiful. So, she should now be doing her job very well indeed. Honestly, I just want to lure him outside. Like, I am happy to just wait for that to be a thing. You can't do anything either. So, right, now he's going to be running in. Presumably, dashing in this direction. So, okay. This is a much more favourable battlefield for us. You've just put some defence on you. That is fine. And now, can you actually make it to here? No. No, you can't. So I should just keep you outside for the minute, because if I was to rage, then you won't be able to attack this turn, which would be bad. I kind of want you to, just stay out of the way just for a second. And Lae'zel can't really do anything else at this turn anyway. I think, you know what, Lae'zel, you guard the door. Just basically don't let anyone pass so Karlach can advance relatively safely. Now Grenades person is dead. That should be not such a problem. Then again, I kind of want... I want them to step outside a little bit. Just step over to here. I'm hoping that works. So, there's not much more you could do. So, right. In comes the archer. You attempted to, do an electric arrow. And then, there's Hunter's Quarry. Then you retreated. Now it's time for Arya, and Mr. Nibbles is somehow still alive. Go, Mr. Nibbles, go! Gosh darn it, Mr. Nibbles did miss on this occasion. But he will get opportunity attacks if they try and, like, advance, which is amazing. Right, Arya. It's time to move in, and you can actually drop down off the roof safely. So, yeah, just... What just happened there? I thought it was safe to drop in. It turns out it wasn't, but you're not prone, so that's fine. Okay, once again, I think, yeah, a big ice ball on this guy is the right call, and bloody hell, you've been knocked over immediately. Good. Good, good, good. You being prone is precisely what I want to say. So you just get away for the time being, and that's all you can do, I'm pretty sure. So, right, you don't need to get up, but yeah, that's the end of your turn. You, sir, are done for the time being. Karlach can go in. He started taking, yeah, a fair bit of damage. But now it's time. Activate Giant Cocking Rage. And don't turn into a cat. So, yeah, I'd say let's go for Reckless Attack here. And beautiful. 16 damage. Very nice. He's taking damage in a hurry all of a sudden. So, yeah, you're in a rage mode right now. Beautiful. Lae'zel, you're in a good position too. The question is, yeah, the ice potentially could work against me. How nearby do you need to be to attack this guy? You do need to step onto the ice, which is not ideal in a way. So you know what, Lae'zel? You could focus on the archer. That strikes me as a good idea. So, yeah, just move forward a little bit here. Then I want you to jump over the ice to where the archer is. That's lovely. You've still got your primary attack. So, yeah, if you can, knock him over. I do enjoy the flipping trap. And sexy as anything. Down on the ground, lovely. And yeah, given how well this fight went last time, which is to say not much, flipping action surge. Let's get this person finished off if we can. So yeah, 80% lacerate. Very nice, 10 damage and bleeding. It's going to take you some time to be back up and about. So okay. Have you got anything you can do? No, end your turn as well. So you get up and also bleed. If you'd want to try and move, you know, away from me, I get an opportunity attack. No, though. Blimey, that was a bit of damage, wasn't it? Okay. That was way more damage than I was expecting you to be able to do. To flipping Lae'zel there. You are powerful. Oh, and Mr. Nibbles is back. Right, go Mr. Nibbles. Go. Gosh darn it, Mr. Nibbles kind of fluffed up there. And I don't think there's much I can do to this guy. I mean, potentially I could... Ooh, piercing shot. That might be of use, yeah. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Colour spray. I can... Oh! I can blind you. Yeah, do it. Blind that guy. So, right. He has now been colour sprayed, meaning, for the time being, disadvantage on attack rolls. Spot on. So, hopefully that means, yes, you go for... Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, so Karlach's dead. Luckily, we can't bring her back with, like, you know, withers or whatnot, but paladins at level 5. Not cocky kidding about, as it turns out. Right, we need some people dead. So, yes, use your mega fainting attack on you. Gosh darn it, 16 damage. But hang on. The bleeding will kill you. You don't get another turn because you're going to die to bleeding. That is positive, but there is nothing more that flipping Lae'zel could do. That was her turn right there. So you die. Fantastic. Now we just need to find a way to kill this guy before he kills us. Mr. Nibbles, it's all up to you. Gosh flipping darn it, though. I cannot but notice the Gale doesn't appear to be involved in this fight right now. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forgot about Gale. Gale, could you maybe, like, come and join in? So, right, just sneak him round the long way. That's good. Right there. And then, yes, maybe we just toss, like, literally all the scorching rays at this guy. Right, that went pretty well, actually. Good job, Gale. Meaning all we need to do now is, yes, get in. 1 regular attack. He's down to cooking 3 health. I do not want him having another attack, please. Arya, I am flipping begging you here, though. No. Secondary attack, please. Secondary attack. Arya, please. Come on and activate Tides of Chaos. It missed anyway. This is going to really cocking hurt. Oh, thank goodness he missed. He didn't miss the second time. Okay, but Arya's not dead. She's just down. Can someone please do something about this situation? Like, this guy is apparently a badass. Like, way more than the Spider Queen. This guy's way more cocky dangerous. So, okay, just activate, yes, my fainting attack, so I've got some advantage. Bloody cocking hell. You know what? We killed him, but also, yeah, he killed Karlach, so let's call it a tie. And yes, luckily the game gives you a handful of scrolls of revivify, so you can bring people back to life, so I'm really sorry about this, Karlach, but like in our defense, you're the one who told us to do this fight, when we were blatantly not ready to do so.
Fuck them. Fuck Sariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash.
Karlach, they literally just killed you. I'm pretty sure they did just take you back very briefly there. So, okay, next time, let's not pick fights with enemies 2 levels higher than us. Okay, that was not a good idea, Karlach. Oh, though, just out of interest, if I encourage you to tear this place apart, yeah, what happens next?
Zariel's gotta stop fucking with me, you know? I'm done with it. I'm done with her. I'm free. I'm free.
I'm gonna suggest maybe, oh no, she's actually gonna go and literally smash everything one by one. Also, I think we should just, like, go before she does very literally, like, just burn the actual building down, because a lot of it seems to be on fire right now. Although, hang on, before we do go, just grab the sword. Okay, we'll look at the sword later. Alright, just grab the goodies and let's get the cock out of here. Oh, bloody hell. She's got 4 scrolls of revivify on her. Like, you know, the grenade lady outside. Okay, well, that's bloody good news at least. Okay, Karlach, do you feel better now you've literally set fire to everything?
Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look?
I mean, fine, but there was mention of, yes, like, your heart turning to ash or something, in the alternative universe where we turned into dogs and cats.
Honey, I could go all night. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down.
Right, therapy and heart surgery. Got it. Though yeah, just out of interest, what does that actually, like, mean, as opposed to a regular barbarian?
Burn, baby. As hot as I can tolerate. Makes me a beast in battle. Hardly remember what I was like before it. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him.
Okay, and she just specifically mentioned, yes, tragic backstories in games and whatnot, so, right, her barbarian smashing extends to the 4th wall, brilliant! And yes, though, wait, there's, oh, was that the name of the weaponsmith back in the Emerald Grove?
A weaponsmith, huh? Not sure if he's the guy, but I'd love to find out. A tune-up would do this rusty heart a world of good.
And okay, we have now got, apparently, yes, a Karlach, though the team is not in great shape. I feel like, yes, that was bit of a tough fight, as it turns out. Still, we haven't actually lost any Revivify Scrolls. In fact, yeah, we've made a significant net gain. But yes, I would say having successfully recruited Karlach, how about we call it a punt there? But next time... Right. Well, one, it sounds like, yes, we might be able to go and speak to some people in the Emerald Grove on her behalf. And on top of that, yes, we most definitely need a long rest. The party is not looking hot right now. Also, somehow, Gale's managed to level up when no one else has. Presumably something to do with, yes, inspiration. So, right, we've got level ups to do as well. And on top of that, we've got new equipment to look over. And do not forget, of course, we've got... Karlach, did you just do a tiny dance? Okay, never mind, I love you already. Sorry, as I was saying, yes, we've got a lot to do yet out in the world. In particular, I feel like I should probably turn my attention to, yes, that whole swamp business somewhat urgently, because I know some quests in this game do kind of have time limits. So, yes, I might want to do that before the Emerald Grove gets sealed off. So yes indeed, plenty coming up next episode, so hopefully you're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been the wonderful Baldur's Gate 3. Thank you very much, and goodbye. So okay, I've been outwitted by a butterfly and beaten up by a fish.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
I didn't steal anything! I'm sorry, I touched the shoes while I was shoe shopping. Okay, I feel like I may have just, walked in on something. What about this person? Can we talk to this person?